Khalil Shakir leading the entire NFL in catch rate at 96.4%. He's caught 27 to 28 total targets from Josh Allen, reiterating Brandon Beane's comments of him being a potential top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. It's not just Khalil Shakir that's balling out. Our guy, Keon Coleman, is completely shredding the NFL apart. The article says the Buffalo Bills wide receiver, Keon Coleman, has been one of the most NFL's productive rookie wide receivers thus far. Bills Mafia put a very high expectation on Keon Coleman coming out this year, simply because of the losses of Stephon Diggs and the transition that happened on this offense. But the 33rd overall pick is rising to the occasion here as Keon Coleman has emerged as one of the most productive rookies so far this season. He currently leads all Buffalo Bills wide receivers, totaling 326 yards on 16 catches, which is an impressive stat given that he was the 8th rookie selected coming out in this year's NFL draft. He's currently a top 4 wide receiver, and we selected him as the 8th overall wide receiver in the NFL draft. That is just proving that Brandon Beane and the Buffalo Bills know what they're doing and finding hidden gems in the draft, building and developing and trusting the coaches on this team to make them highly efficient. And Keon Coleman's averaging 20.4 yards per reception and 10.3 yards after catch per reception, which are both first among rookies with at least 10 targets, highlighting his big play potential and efficiency. And I know he caught a lot of flack here. You know, the Bills catching a lot of flack because of Xavier Worthy. A lot of people upset that we traded out of that spot with the Kansas City Chiefs. But Keon Coleman's performance surpasses that of the Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver, Xavier Worthy. The Buffalo passed up on him. While both have 27 targets, Keon Coleman has more receptions, 16 versus 15, and yards. Keon Coleman has 326. Xavier Worthy only at 198, showing that Keon Coleman's early impact on the Buffalo Bills. Now, statistically ranking here, the article breaks down that Keon Coleman ranks 3rd in total receiving yards, just behind Jacksonville's Brian Thomas Jr. and New York Giants' Malik Neighbors, who were both first-round picks. But Keon Coleman's reception percentage at 59.3% is solid, placing him 10th amongst rookies with a minimum of 10 targets. So this is just showing that there's a lot of room for potential here, a lot of room for growth from Keon Coleman, especially adding Amari Cooper. Like, there's no coincidence that we bring in Amari Cooper, who was here for 4 days, who even openly said that he has some continuity with Josh Allen, and he just has a good connection this early, and he foresees the future in this developing. And if this develops with Amari Cooper, it's going to develop with Keon Coleman, with Khalil Shakir. It's going to open up things for the rest of this team. And I think just comparing things that Keon Coleman has really showed that he can compete with these higher picks that really probably should have been a first-round pick, but the Buffalo Bills were able to move back, acquire more picks, and then get also a wide receiver that's outperforming the players that went ahead of him. So he's still adapting to the NFL, but he has clearly shown his potential for the Buffalo Bills in 2024 and for many years to come. Even Josh Allen went on to say that he is really developing a chemistry with Amari Cooper extremely early. I mean, scoring a touchdown, being here for only 4 games, communicating to Keon Coleman, just getting some reassurance that the play was right and that he was going to run the correct route. And sure enough, Josh Allen finds him, throws it for a touchdown in their first game is absolutely remarkable. And we could really see here that he was really on a pitch count during the Tennessee Titans game. He played only 19 snaps. That said, he made the most of his opportunities, something that we always talk about here with our wide receivers, making the most of your opportunities, making sure that you're capitalizing, just like what we saw with Khalil Shakir. Why do you think Brandon Beane loves Khalil Shakir so much? Because he's caught 27 of 28 of his targets. A 96.4% catch rate is absolutely remarkable. And we've lacked that in the past. I mean, you really go back to all the wide receivers that we've had, especially with Gabe Davis, just that other element that we would throw the ball to, it really, really wasn't there. Even going all the way back to Duke Williams, we had high expectations for Duke Williams, but they didn't capitalize on their targets. Just like Gabe Davis stopped capitalizing on each and every single one of their targets. But Keon Coleman is doing it. Khalil Shakir is doing it. Amari Cooper, who we just brought in, is clearly doing that for the Buffalo Bills. So 4 of 5 targets. Amari Cooper went for 66 yards and a third quarter touchdown, which gave the Buffalo Bills the first lead of the day. It was an effective debut and could envision for the 7-time 1,000-yard receiver, and his impact on the offense only figures to grow even more as he gets himself familiar with the offense and with Josh Allen's nuances, as well as Joe Brady's offensive scheme. Clearly early in their foundational stage of building their chemistry, each player attempting to learn each other's preferences and wrinkles in regards to route running, ball placement, etc. I mean, there's a lot that goes into building the continuity and just that overall relationship. But Allen spoke about his rapport with the wide receiver coming in during his Wednesday media press conference, telling reporters that they're still putting in extra work after practice in an attempt to maximize their efficiency in a condensed timeline. And Josh Allen said, just trying to get as much time as possible with him, talking about the nuances in our game plan, things that I like to see and vice versa, just trying to get on the same page. But again, Amari Cooper's professionalism is through the roof. He's always working on his craft. He's easy to talk to about what he likes, and I'm excited to see what we can do. This is the DNA and the type of player that the Buffalo Bills are bringing in. Guys that go hard and they put in that extra effort, that are here to be winners, to be teammates, to help the people around them. And we're seeing that. Everybody eats in this Buffalo Bills offense and Joe Brady's offense. Sure enough, we bring in Amari Cooper. Keon Coleman pops off, and he is a top 4 wide receiver amongst rookies and leading in some statistics first in the NFL as a rookie wide receiver who had 8 wide receivers go ahead of him in this year's NFL draft. So I think knowing that Josh Allen wanted Keon Coleman, that this relationship has already started to develop between Keon Coleman. We see Khalil Shakir and his stats being highly efficient all throughout his career, and that continuing this season for the Bills. Now bringing in Amari Cooper. We still have Curtis Samuel. We have Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox. This offense is truly coming together, and I know as this season progresses, we're going to continue to develop, and we're going to continue to grow and get better and better and better. I really, really am loving this. Brandon Beane hit it out of the park with Keon Coleman. I think it's not just about the player being extremely talented and good. It's about bringing in a player that fits the culture, that fits the DNA, that's going to want to put in that extra work with Josh Allen. I think we have everything that we need here to be Super Bowl champions at the end of the season. But I truly appreciate you guys all so much. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like, subscribe for future content. I do have links down below in the description to further support me and my efforts for this channel. You guys could get $20 off SeatGeek by using promo code BNC. You can also get free shipping, sizes small through 5XL, blue, black, gray, red, Zumba styles on my Etsy shop, Buffalo Fan Shop. Over 50 reviews, all highly 5-star reviews. You guys could really check that out. Great t-shirts. And also Course Careers is how I personally landed my full-time employment in 2024, transitioning from a property manager in Kenmore, New York for 13 years, now in a marketing position. I absolutely love my life now. I work fully remote. and I wouldn't have been able to do it without Course Careers. Highly suggest clicking the link. You get $50 off the full paid course, or start for free at any of their intro courses to see which one is best for you. But again, I appreciate you guys all so much. Our wide receivers are on fire, which was highly concerned amongst Bills fans going into this year. Josh Allen is statistically on fire with no interceptions. I think we're in great shape, Buffalo. But I appreciate you guys. Hit like, subscribe, and go Bills.